What's up, everybody? This is your boy Uber Hikari, aka the Nerd Nigga, here to bring you another video with no frills, just the analysis. So I've been doing a lot of thinking, over the last couple of days, just based on that sort of characterization in One Piece video that I put out. And I realized that, if I want to market myself better enough, if I want better exposure in the YouTube anime community, then I've got to, change my channel around. So, like I said, I've decided to, restructure my channel, and, from now on, I'm not, putting out those, long, analytical type videos, but I'm going to be doing big 3 chapter and episode reviews. I can't even keep a straight face, man. I'm sorry. I tried to troll you guys. I couldn't even, keep a straight face. The feedback that I got from that video, though, about characterization in One Piece, very, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I think I got like, 28, 29 dislikes, although I did get, about 90 plus likes on that video, but, like I said, Oda's a mediocre writer, man. You have to live with this, man. You have to come to grips with this. Some of you might have to go to therapy to help you out with it, but hey man, what can I say? What can I say? But this video is actually about a big 3 of sorts, and it's really about who I think are the big 3 most underappreciated YouTubers within the sort of YouTube anime and manga community. GT the King, Grand Theft Analysis, and my man Hawk Goggles, who hasn't really gotten that much exposure, although his content is pretty on point, it's pretty solid. So this is just a video, expressing support for people who do things, outside of the box, who actually bring analysis in their videos, who just don't put out, 3, 4, 5-minute chapter summaries and, episode summaries. They're not even reviews. I won't even call them reviews. The only one I think who does, actual real reviews is X71 Wisner. I believe that's his name. So, a lot of people in the YouTube anime community say things like, we have to support people who do, diverse topics, support people who do things that are outside of the box. But a lot of times, the people who do things outside of the box, who don't just focus on the big 3, they don't get any love. They don't get any exposure. So, I'm just saying, we might have a couple of hypocrites out there, who, like to talk the talk, but they don't want to walk the walk. So, like I've been saying since I did my first video, diversity is a very important aspect of a vibrant community. It allows people to be more open-minded, to consider new viewpoints that they haven't considered before, or to look at things that they have considered before, but in a new perspective. And I just want to make this clear, because I think we have a problem in the YouTube anime community with its cultural exploitation. To be frank, it's a form of cultural exploitation. The manga and anime community in Japan is not about Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. It's not even about, the most popular shonen series. There's so much more to manga and anime besides just the shonen genre. And if you only build up a whole channel talking about 2 or 3 mangas or 2 or 3 animes, then it's a form of cultural exploitation, because you're not given a full comprehensive overview of the full complexity of Japanese culture when it comes to anime and manga. So, let's get this. Let's go. My nigga GT the King, part of the Cloud Village. If you haven't, heard of the Cloud Village, subscribe to the Cloud Village. Subscribe to GT the King. It took him a minute to find his niche, but after a while, GT the King just said, you know what? Fuck it. He had built up a whole new channel called the Don GT. He was, going through, a lot of different things with how he wanted to, shape the content or market the content on his channel. But at a certain point, he was like, you know what? Fuck the subs. Fuck the views. I'm just going to do me. So he found his niche, which is, He does some shonen stuff, but his niche is really, seinen manga. So, he's read, Akumetsu, and now he's pushing the shit out of Sunken Rock. He's done his first impressions video of Sunken Rock. He's going to start doing chapter reviews of Sunken Rock. So, he's just, really found his niche and really said, you know what? I don't give a fuck about views. I don't give a fuck about subs. I'm just going to do me. And, this is a person who's also incredibly knowledgeable about, various types of manga, both in the shonen genre and in the seinen genre. You ask GT the King, name some manga, I should be reading. Already, this nigga's, or talking to him over Skype, already this nigga's typing out, 10, 15, 20 different manga. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, man. You just gonna have to send me a list, man. I can't remember all this. So, subscribe to my nigga GT the King. Check out his video for his goals for 2012. Check out his Sunken Rock videos. He's doing, good things. Next is my nigga Hawk Goggles. And I don't even remember how I found his channel. I was just, randomly, going around YouTube, and I came across his Yu Hakusho video. Well, first of all, Hawk Goggles does, and I don't know if he does anime reviews, but I've seen his manga reviews. And he also does, video game related videos. And like I said, I came across his Yu Hakusho manga review. Absolutely amazing. His analysis is really on point. His analysis of the story, his analysis of, the themes and the concepts of the story, his analysis of, characters and, the sort of characterization of Togashi Yoshihiro, and even his analysis, which I don't see a lot of when people do manga reviews, his analysis of the aesthetics of the artwork was just, awesome. And, like I've left a comment on, one of his videos telling him that also his video editing skills are, good, man. Just amazing. The way he integrates, music with his analysis and with, various, pictures of the artwork when he's explaining, the aesthetics of the artwork. Really top notch. And actually in that video I put out, the art of storytelling, older anime is better than newer anime. You may remember that I talked about Yu Hakusho, and I talked about, how in the Saga of the Three Kings, Togashi Yoshihiro is doing, characterization on 4 different levels. I think I mentioned that in that video, but if I didn't, let me mention this now. That argument actually, it was inspired by, it actually comes from Hawk Goggles. So that's where I actually first, realized that and got that argument from. It was from looking at that, manga review of Yu Hakusho that Hawk Goggles did. So support my nigga Hawk Goggles. Subscribe to his channel. He also just recently put up a review on the manga Locked On. And again, his analysis was spot on again. So check out my nigga Hawk Goggles. Subscribe to his channel. Give him exposure. Just, support him. Also, Grand Theft Analysis, man. Grand Theft Analysis has been around for a couple of months, I believe, although recently they've gone on hiatus, and I'm really hoping that they come back, and hopefully some of you people see this video and spam their inbox telling them to come back, because they actually were a real breath of fresh air in the YouTube anime community. Grand Theft Analysis is sort of a collab channel between 2 or 3 people, sort of like the way Luffy Gear 9000 is with Corey and Christian. So it's sort of like, a collab channel, and they have, various segments of them collaborating on videos. And although their analysis in terms of their, manga and anime related content is spot on, what really impressed me about these guys is their open-mindedness, their ability to address, various issues. So that video, I'm pretty sure a lot of you remember this, when Larry sort of, went off on a little bit of a rant during one of his Sons of Anarchy reviews, and he started talking about, racism and about, some of the challenges that he was facing in the YouTube community with regards to his race. Grand Theft Analysis did a video response about that, and let me just tell you, their shit was spot on. Absolutely spot on. So as good as their anime and manga related content is they've also shown a willingness to, you know, expand their channel beyond just anime and manga related topics and to address some, you know, other, you know, political or cultural, you know, broader political and cultural issues. So I was, you know, very, very impressed by that racism video response that they did to Otaku Assemble. I mean, it was just really spot on. So, like I said, check out, you know, my nigga GT the King. Subscribe to him. Check out my nigga Hawk Goggles. Subscribe to him. Check out my niggas at Grand Theft Analysis. Subscribe to them. And as always, subscribe to the Cloud Village. And this is your boy Uber Hikari, aka the Nerd Nigga. Just brought you another video with no frills, just the analysis. Peace and have a blessed day. Big 3 episode and chapter reviews.